It's Dynamite Dan. I have two channels. I have this channel. This channel is Explicit Blabber TV. This channel is kind of just a collaboration of every single thing that I do. So you're gonna see me doing tarot card readings. You're gonna see me do um, some comedy videos. You're gonna see me talk about my humanitarian efforts. We talk about the homelessness crisis that is all over the globe, not just in the United States, but all in every single continent, all over the globe. So we talk about those things, and so this is what Explicit Blabber TV is kind of like a hub where we talk about every single thing that's kind of like on my brain. For now, we focus on um, these lives are primarily just me talking using tarot cards and oracle cards, and we're relaying the messages from spirit, from God, from the ancestors, whoever wants to speak through me. They're using me as a vessel to relay a message, a particular message, and sometimes I come on here and I just talk for myself. You know what I'm saying, through what I want to say. But either which way, that's what we do here. Um, if you guys want a personal reading, you type the word personal in the comments below, or you can write personal in the chat, the live chat, and I will get back to you. The personals are $25. But of course, these readings right here, right now, right here, is free. And who doesn't like FREE, free, right? Nobody's gonna slap away an opportunity to get anything for free, right? So here we go with this free message. And normally I would go through all the signs. Hey, one person that's in the room. Hey, we got one person in the room. What's going on? Go ahead and like and subscribe for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dynamite Dan. I was just explaining, what the channel was about. Go ahead and click around. We do a lot of different things here. It might seem like we're a little bit unorganized, but we do humanitarian efforts, and we do tarot card readings, oracle readings, and today we're doing a message in regards to the masculine energy. So I want to tell a story about what happened to me today. And so I was in taking care of some business, and I was in a government building, a government office, and I happened to see this really cute little boy. He's probably like about 2 years old, you know what I'm saying? Maybe less. And he has like a whole bunch of energy, as children often do. And when I see him, my eyes light up like this, and his eyes light up too. Anyways, we shared like a little cute moment, and I went and I sat down in the waiting room. And while I was sitting there, and I was kind of like, making faces at him, and I was playing around with him, I felt this really unnerving feeling. I felt like there's like this dark black cloud energy falling over me, and it felt like I just get this energy of, why are you looking at this child? Why are you talking to him? Are you like a child molester? Are you a rapist? This is some of the things that I noticed that other men, sometimes a lot of black and brown men, but sometimes just men in general, even white men, have this unnerving feeling around children. Now, sometimes you're just saying, where does this feeling come from? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a child molester. I'm not a rapist. I like children, but in a normal way. You know what I'm saying? Where is this feeling coming from, where just because I'm a man, I can't show a loving connection to a young child? You know what I'm saying? A random young child. And today I pulled a card. For that, I pulled a card out of my deck. I already shuffled it off. Hold on one second. Let me just fix something on my phone here. There we go. So anyways, I pulled the card off camera, and the card says, "Hello, Christine. Go ahead and like and subscribe for me." It says, "I was born to make mistakes, not fake perfection." That's what the card says. I was born. You can't really see it because it's backwards, but it says, "I was born to make mistakes, not fake perfection, not faking to be perfect." This is actually a song from the artist. Everybody knows Drake, the artist Drake. He has all these great, crazy songs, right, where he sings and he raps. Any which ways, that's a Drake song. So maybe you might want to look it up. But any which ways, I think this card is perfect, because why, as a man, should you feel like you can't talk to a little boy, be at a park, be around a bunch of little kids without you feeling like you're a monster? Without you, why should you feel like a monster? I can't really say your name, but hi. Why should you feel like a monster? You know what I'm saying? You're just a man. For real, yeah. You shouldn't feel like a monster. I was saying that if you look throughout history, men are actually here to relay the knowledge of their ancestors, of their masculine and feminine ancestors. So the energy, or the knowledge that you gained from your mother and father from long ago, your ancestors, you're actually supposed to learn that information and pass it on along to the young men and women in your community. That's how it always was. I say, for real, exactly. So It says, they say, the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a family. The reason why they say that is because there was a time where we lived in yes, you can be here, it's a safe space for all, but this message is really for the men, and all other masculine individuals anyways. And you also have masculine energy, you as a female as well, you have a masculine energy. Any which ways, it takes a village to raise a family. That comes from us living in villages and living in tribes and being hunter gatherers. And just because you saw a child, a young boy, or a young girl, you didn't say, oh, I can't talk to that young child or young boy, I can't raise that young child or that young boy or girl. If they have a question or a problem, or they fall and they scrape their knee, I'm going to send them to their father or their mother. No, you used to see them as your own. You used to see them as your own son or daughter, and you would say, "Oh, let me clean your wound for you, or let me teach you something, or let me." So, at us as men, just remember, whenever you feel this feeling, and I know a lot of men have said it, like they go and they're sitting around at the park and they're like, we just sitting drinking beers, and you'll just see kids around. They're not even talking to us. You know what I'm saying? We might like the same place. Also, question, what place are you from? I am from St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. You know what I'm saying? From an island. It's around Puerto Rico, over there. Anyways, you might be just at the park, sitting, throwing back some beers. You know what I'm saying? Just hanging out with your boys. And all of a sudden, you feel this feeling. No, as men, we are here to be leaders, protectors, and providers. And so, if you feel that feeling, I would urge you to fight through that feeling. And you know what I'm saying? Also, consult with the parent. Don't, overstep the mother or the father. But also, that feeling of guilt and that feeling of shame oftentimes comes from other people who are into that really creepy stuff. And they like to project those energies onto us, that are us normal men, you know what I'm saying? That like normal things, that like normal women, normal consensual relationships, you know what I'm saying? They like to project that onto us. And you have to remember, this is a little scientific thing, is that we are water, you know what I'm saying? Although we are human in flesh, you know what I'm saying? The earth is filled with water, and we are all vibrating. As you know, everything, Nikola Tesla said, everything is vibrating, right? So even though you might not be in the room with a child molester or a rapist or somebody along those lines, their energy still looms around the entire planet, right? And so when you're feeling those feelings of guilt and shame, and you haven't done anything wrong, just remember that you may be tapping into those energies. And so remember, you are a man, and you're here to lead, and you're here to guide, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that you're, like I said, not to overstep the boundaries of the parent, but those feelings that are not your feelings, that energy is not your energy. And we also pick up on other things, like other people's anxieties, other people's fears, other people's just other vibrations that are not ours, you know what I'm saying? But also remember that you can also pick up on somebody else's happiness, right? And so by you just being happy and you just knowing who you are, you can spread that, that same, that we just as much as you can receive negativity and spread negativity, you can also receive positivity and spread positivity. So remember that you are here to be a leader and a guide, you know what I'm saying? Women also can lead and guide as well, but we're just really talking about the masculine energies, you know what I'm saying? Because I noticed that weird icky feeling. So remember that you being positive and you being a positive example, you're spreading that positivity out, without you even having to speak to a person or actually guiding them, you know what I'm saying? Doing something just as small as holding the door open for somebody, doing something as small as saying please and thank you, doing something as small as asking somebody, hey, how is your day? And actually, literally, genuinely wanting to know how their actually day was. Take a second to just look at them and really peer into their eyes, peer into their soul for a second, and ask them, hey, how are you doing? Even if they're a complete stranger. And see if you can connect with somebody, you know what I'm saying? It takes 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying, or less, to really connect with somebody. But my masculine energies, do not let guilt or shame or fear, even if you did something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a history, a past of doing something that might make you feel guilty or shameful. Leave that alone. Today is a new day. The sun is going down by me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see it. The sun's going down. It's an ending of an old day and the beginning of a new day. Today, you can make a change to let go of that guilt, to let go of that shame, and decide to be a better person today. You know what I'm saying? The sun is already down by me. Are you using data? I think, yeah, I'm using data. The sun is down by you. Cool, that's what's up. Yeah. And so take the time to know that you take the time to know that you can change the world by you just changing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to to do a whole lot of. I just felt that weird energy around that little boy, and I've noticed that I felt weird energies around, like kids. You know what I'm saying? Not just little boys, little girls as well, and just that weird energy of being like, are you a monster? It's just like, are you here to do harm? It's just like, no, I'm not here to do harm. I'm here actually to spread love, joy, positivity, and I'm sure most people out there in the world want to do the same. Matter of fact, I was out. I'll just leave you guys with one more thing. Is I was out today, and I saw we were out in a big. I was in a crowd, and then I just heard somebody say, "Help!" And almost every single person looked to see who was saying the word help. Who was almost every single person looked around to see who was saying that. You know what I'm saying? I feel that the reason why people look around and if somebody yells out help is because we actually genuinely actually care about each other. Even though we kind of get mixed up in politics, who voted red, who voted blue, and are you rich, are you old, are you poor, and classism, sexism. Although we kind of might let that hold us back in certain instances, I feel like the love for each other is real and it does exist, and that we shouldn't allow for temporary that we shouldn't allow for any temporary feelings, you know what I'm saying, or small things like politics keep us away from the real love that we have for each other. Okay, so that was just a quick message. I just wanted to say, just to sum it up, don't let guilt or shame, whether it's your own or energy that you're tapping in from the outside, hold you back from being the man that you really know that you are. You are here to spread positivity. You're here to spread wisdom. If you see a kid that, you know what I'm saying, needs a ride, give him a ride. If you see a kid that needs a bike, buy him a bike. Bike is $30. You know what I'm saying? If you see a kid that needs work and you have a business or you own a business or you know of something, make a connection. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to change a tire, if you know how to change the oil in the car, go to the kids in the neighborhood and ask them if they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, show them how. And if they do, still show them how. What is $30? What are you talking about? What's $30? If you have $30, give it to that kid. You know what I'm saying? What's $30? If you have any sort of wisdom or intellect, pass it down. We gotta pay 1.5 for a bike here. Where you live at? You can order a bike online for $100 or less. Amazon, you got eBay, you got Temu, you got all sorts of websites where you can order a way cheaper bike. You know what I'm saying? Trinidad. Okay, Trinidad, Tobago. Oh, over there. Okay. So what you're really paying for is the shipping fees. That's what you're really paying for. You paying for them to ship that to you, and you paying the middleman more than you paying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm from VI, so we do get our mail. We are U.S. territory, but it takes forever. I mean forever to get a piece of mail. You know what I'm saying? He's cutting in and out. I was saying, because I think you just left the room and you came back in. I was saying I'm from the VI, and although we are U.S. territory, it takes us forever to get our mail. Dude, that's U.S., so that's 6 times more than the amount that we want to pay for. No, I understand, because you paying the middleman, you paying extra for the shipping costs for them to put it on the boat and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand. Like I was saying, I'm from the Rock, and so we do have problems getting our mail and things getting lost in the mail and paying extra for them to ship it through us because we surrounded by the water. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel really bad for people who need things and they're kind of just playing with us. You know what I'm saying? Taking advantage of the fact that we live where we live and we can't get our stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man. There's definitely something we got to do. Definitely got to either get that cost down, or we got to start manufacturing right there on the island. You know what I'm saying? The islands are so small. It's just like, how do we? You know what I'm saying? Because the island that I'm from is just like, I don't know the population. How much is the population over there at Trinidad? You know the population? Hello, Adrian McDonald. Am I saying that right? It might be something like Adrian. I don't know. Today we were 8 million. 8 million is decent. 8 million is decent. 8 million. Yeah, okay. Because I don't know if you can still hear me. Probably left. Hold up. Anyways, I got disconnected there. Um, you said your data might be running out as it's glitchy. Yeah, it's glitchy on my end really bad. Yeah, I'm using data. Yeah. Uh, I can't really pronounce your name, but you probably left the room. Everybody probably left the room because my phone actually died and I had to put it back on the charger. But yeah, guys, I just went and subscribed to you guys, whoever's in the room. Hey, I don't know if you back in the room. My phone my phone died. I had to go and put it on the charger thing. Anyways, I appreciated you guys coming into the chat today, speaking. You know what I'm saying? The sun is going down. Matter of fact, I gotta chase the sun because I'm running out of light to even do this live stream right now. Let's see. We'll be all right. I'll be on. I come on. I try to come on every day. Um, all right, later. See you on the next one. Actually, I'm gonna be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. So if you want to tune in next time. And I just subscribed to you, so go ahead and subscribe to me if you haven't already. I appreciate it so that you can catch the live. We talk about a lot of different things in regards to the masculine energy, and I am also talking about things that happen on the island too. You know what I'm saying? Being born from an island, we didn't see a whole like you and I. We have a different perspective on life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be there at 7 p.m. Yeah, awesome, dude, awesome. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. I don't need your pronouns or nothing like that. So I don't know. I don't want to offend you. But but yeah, man. Yeah. See you tomorrow at 7, and we're gonna be talking about that. I was saying, being on the island, we have a different perspective on stuff like that. Cause I'm from VI, and I remember growing up, the power would just go out. You'd be in the middle of watching the TV program, and Wappa, Wap, guy. Okay, what's up? That's what's up. Wappa, will just turn off the current right in the middle of your TV program. You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, damn. so so we definitely got to work on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of like when you see videos of me making videos on the homelessness crisis and housing crisis. We kind of talking about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? About these poor countries and islands and what we can do to help poor people and poor countries. So tune in. We're doing a lot on Explicit Blabber TV over here, and I'm glad that you with it. Hey, going on? What's going on, Ellie? Nah, I grew up with that as well. Sorry, can you help me? Help you with what? Let's see if I can help. Ellie. Ellie loves tacos. Yeah, man. They just turn off the power. I'm glad that we had gas stoves, so we could still cook. But Wappa, man, over there by with what? Yeah, Wappa would just come and turn off our stuff. I'm like, what we do to you? What we do to you? Then you gonna turn off our stuff? You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. I try not to talk with my accent. I feel like it brings me too much attention, and I feel weird talking with my accent. There was this girl who was saying how old I am, and I said my age, and then she said I made this not kid friendly, and then she said I made this not kid friendly. So you were doing a tarot card reading or oracle reading, and they asked your age, and then she said she booted you out the room. Is that what happened? She said you weren't kid friendly. Well, everybody got their reasons. I wouldn't boot you. I wouldn't boot you out of my room just because you told me your age. Yeah, but I got this account as kid friendly. Oh, so you got to go into your. Oh, that's what it is. So you got to go into your settings and change your age. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if YouTube can do it. You either have to email them, call them. You can also chat with them. There's a chat. So go into your settings, right? Okay, so go into your Google account, right? that's associated with this YouTube account that you're on right now, right? And then you'll be able to go and say, talk to a live chat agent, and then talk to them about changing your age, because back in the day, YouTube would not allow for you to change your age after you said it, because they didn't want kids watching things that they weren't supposed to watch, and they didn't want them just to go and change their age and then go watch stuff behind their parents' backs, if you understand what I'm saying. So go and talk to them through the chat and see if they can update your age. They can probably do it, you can't do it. That's probably what it is. Because like if I'm going on live, I can say, I can block certain people. Yeah, from being like, if somebody's underage, I can block them from coming into the room. Man, my message got deleted. What happened? Okay, I will try. Thank you. What happened? What was your message? I don't know. YouTube is strict, it's getting stricter and stricter. Um, Ain't no problem with YouTube. I'm just saying, like, they you got to remember, it's like, you get sponsorships, and they kind of sort of have to keep it PG-13 or PG friendly. Not even PG-13. They kind of have to keep it PG so that they can support the artists and support the creators. So it's like a catch-22. The little ads that you see before the videos or stuff like that come from the sponsorships, and they pay YouTube, and YouTube pays you with that money. So they kind of are at the mercy of the people that they advertise for. And I was like, what you mean my account not kid friendly, right? You was like, what you mean? You probably don't even have video. Do you have videos? You might not even have videos on your channel. Hey, what you got on here? No, you don't even have subscribers. Yeah, you do actually. Okay, you only have two. They're like, what? He's like, I don't even have a whole lot of activity on here for you to say all that. But yeah. So Ellie, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm gonna be on every single day at 7 p.m. from 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. 7 to from 7 to 9. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around that time as the sun is going down. I like to talk as the sun is going down. As you can see, I'm kind of losing sunlight. Yeah, I'm losing sunlight, and I want to, head in for the evening. But you guys promise me you're gonna show up tomorrow. Show up tomorrow at 7 p.m. and we'll talk about something. Maybe we'll talk about something for the men and the women, because I don't want to just exclude the women at all, because I love y'all so much, so much, more than I can even express. On YouTube, because it's not kid friendly. Yo, I will try to show up. I just sub to you. Yeah, everybody sub to each other as well. Yeah, definitely. So we can make a little hub, a little family over here where we just talk and we hang out. And maybe one of these days I'll let you come on the screen and you can show your face to everybody if you want to. If you want to. But yeah, guys, keep safe. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to make these too long. I want it to be less than 30 minutes, just in case somebody wants to go back and watch it. But yeah, tomorrow, 7 p.m. My name is Jordan, also known as Dynamite Dan, also known as Explicit Blabber TV. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay safe and be blessed. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. I love you guys so much, more than you know. Love you guys.